Hey everyone. So, this may not come as a surprise to you, but on my Facebook I came across a feminist post that, oh, surprise, surprise, was generalizing men, making them seem like bad people, making all women seem like these helpless victims, these good people that just can't be heard. You know, um, Now, feminist posts like that, they're basically a dime a dozen on Facebook, Twitter, any mainstream like social platform, and in the mainstream in general, because for some reason feminism is popular with the mainstream. I can't figure it out, but um, basically this post said, to paraphrase, and I posted it in the Stoutmeister group so everyone can see what I'm talking about. But it was basically saying that women raise their voices, hypothetically, because they want their voices to be heard, because they want what they have to say to be heard. Whereas men raise their voices because they want to be obeyed. Right. Because all men are just these controlling, abusive, narcissistic assholes who are inherently fucked up human beings who are almost just like hardwired to be bad human beings no matter what. They're all inherently rapists. They've all got the rape gene, the rape in them, basically, and they all need to be taught how not to rape. Even though teaching actual rapists not to rape is pointless because most people who rape people know that it's wrong and they don't give a shit because they're fucked up in the head. Sociopathy, narcissistic personality disorder, antisocial personality, whatever it may be, it's pointless. Okay, telling a rapist not to rape is almost like a fire breaking out and screaming at the fire not to spread. Like, that's basically what it's like. But no, this is why. Okay, this is why. See, here's the thing. Maybe if modern day feminists would make a distinction, if maybe they said, some men, some men are this way, but not all men, and then if they pointed out that some women are also like this, then they might not be met with as much vitriol and bitterness and criticism as they are. But they don't take a balanced approach to it. They're just full on, basically, men are bad, women are good, that's the end of it. And if you are defensive or you try to defend yourself, oh, it's your fragile masculinity. Look at all the, and this happened in this post, predictably. This always happens. Every time I see one of these posts, this always happens. Oh my god, look at the fragile masculinity. Look at all the men. Look at all the offended men. In this case, with this post, oh my god, look at all the men that are so offended that they're not being obeyed. Bitch, shut the fuck up, okay? Fuck you. Fuck your message. It's worthless, okay? People are individuals, okay? People are not their genders. People are not their race. People are not their sexuality. People are individuals with their own thoughts and opinions. They're not all the same, okay? And that's honestly saying that all men are this way, that all men are the same just because they're men. That's kind of sexist, don't you think? Isn't that something that you're supposed to be fighting for? Sexism? Fighting against is sexism? Like, it's so funny. You claim that you're about equality, but you're fighting for equality by shitting on one gender, by pointing out all the problems and issues of one gender. It's ridiculous. This is why I think feminism is a joke, or at least modern day feminism. This is why I consider myself an anti-feminist by today's standards, okay? Because feminists, what else do they really have left? Okay, you could maybe have an argument for abortion given what's happened in Alabama and stuff, but it's not like that's worldwide. It's not like it's being banned or severely limited in every single state across the U.S. Okay, that's also something else I wanted to make a video about. I'll make that video at another time discussing the whole abortion thing. I'd be kind of late to the wagon, but whatever. But this is why I despise modern day feminism with a passion, okay? It's toxic attitude towards men. It's toxic attitude in general. It's a very toxic ideology for that reason. You're not going to get anywhere by making generalizations about one entire group. It's basically become a religion. You know, it's kind of almost like, you know, fundamentalist Christians, evangelical Christians, condemning, you know, gay people and stuff, just saying that they're all horrible people who are going to burn in hell just because what? Because of their sexuality. It's really no different when you really think about it. But, you know, I mean, some people might consider the term anti-feminist to be a little bit extreme. And when I say I'm anti-feminist, no, I'm not saying that I'm anti-equal rights for women, okay? I support equal rights for women. But the thing is that feminist is supposed to be about equal rights for women, right? On the grounds of political rights and stuff like that. But the thing is that, I mean, they already have equal rights for the most part. You know, again, with the whole abortion thing, yeah, you could maybe have an argument with that. With again, with like what's going on in Alabama and stuff, and a few other states. But other than that, I mean, what is there left to gain? What is there left to fight for? Nothing. So yeah, again, I support equal rights for women, but that implies that they don't already have equal rights at all. I mean, we almost had the first female president. And no, she didn't lose because she's female, she lost because of who she was. Okay, we actually like to judge people based on the content of their character, not their gender. Which is just a completely foreign concept in modern day feminism, I know. I mean, I know that concept is just not allowed. I mean, you have to judge people by their gender, by their skin color, you know, the straight white male, stuff like that. But no, I mean, this right here is why I just abhor feminism. And the sad thing is that I've got a few male friends on Facebook who share this shit too. And, you know, by all means, people are allowed to follow whatever ideology they want. They're allowed to adopt whatever opinions they want. That's fine. But, you know, I refuse to cuck out and be like, oh yeah, you know what, I need to listen to this. This is who, you know, I need to just shut my mouth and listen. No, fuck that, okay? I know who I am as a person. I know that I am not like that. I know that I'm not just gonna go I'm not just gonna go out and rape people because I can't control myself. You know, my eyes don't start flashing and say target, and some voice, some like electronic voice within me says target acquired, rape. That's not going to happen. I know that rape is wrong. I know that. So therefore, I'm not going to do it because I find it abhorrent. As do most other rational people. You know, and the thing is that there are absolutely some women out there. Notice how I make a distinction. There are some women out there who absolutely want to be obeyed, who are absolutely controlling, but this rarely ever gets pointed out in the mainstream media. Rarely ever gets pointed out, which is something else that pisses me off about modern day feminism. Rarely ever gets pointed out. I have several friends, and I'm not going to name names, but I have several friends who were sexually abused by women. You know, these modern day feminists, they only point out the men who have done this. And don't get me wrong, the men who have done this are horrible fucking people. They deserve to be buried under the jail system, the prison system, whatever. They deserve every bad thing that comes to them. I agree. But there are women who do the same thing, and they don't get nearly as much attention. So that and everything else I've said is why I consider myself ultimately to be an anti-feminist by today's standards. So I guess that really wraps this one up. Let me know what you think. But, yeah, this shit just, you know, most of the time I can just roll my eyes and go on, but for whatever reason, it's been kind of a long day at work, and I'm still a little irritable, but, yeah, so. Anyways, that's it for this one, and I'll talk to you guys later. So, peace, and have a good day.